When Jurgen Klopp took over as Liverpool's manager, he famously talked about transforming the fan base from doubters into believers. That mindset perfectly captures what's happening right now with the San Francisco 49ers, especially when it comes to one player who's gone from being widely doubted to becoming a genuine believer. The story unfolding here is nothing short of incredible, something you almost can't make up. And it centers around Brock Purdy and the surprising change of heart from one of his biggest critics. For a long time, there were plenty of skeptics around Brock Purdy. Critics weren't shy about questioning his abilities, doubting whether he could truly lead a team at the highest level. Among those skeptics was Chris Sims, who, until recently, had some pretty harsh takes on Purdy's performance and potential. Sims was especially tough on Purdy following the 2023 season. Despite Purdy breaking records and putting up impressive numbers statistically for the 49ers. Even after Purdy helped carry the team all the way to the Super Bowl, Sims ranked him only 17th among NFL quarterbacks. That was a surprisingly low placement for a guy who just led his team on such a huge playoff run. But here's where things get interesting. Chris Sims has had a major turnaround in his evaluation of Brock Purdy. He openly admitted on a podcast that he's now encouraged by what he saw from Purdy last season. Sims said he places Purdy in the top half of NFL starting quarterbacks, which is a big leap from where he had him before. What stood out most to Sims was Purdy's ability to make more off-schedule plays and deliver those wow throws. Those moments where he makes something happen out of nothing, when the play breaks down and he improvises. Sims sees growth in Purdy's game, a clear step forward from previous years, and that's exciting to him. Of course, Sims didn't ignore the flaws. He pointed out some rough moments Purdy had in the playoffs, like the games against Green Bay and Detroit where things started to unravel. Sims wonders if maybe he just missed watching some of those key games. But he also gave Purdy credit for running the ball more than before, showing that part of his game has evolved. One thing Sims stressed is that Purdy shouldn't abandon the machine-like decision-making he's displayed in the past, even if last season saw a slight dip in that area. That's a fair critique because the 49ers faced a ton of adversity in 2024, losing key offensive weapons like Christian McCaffrey, Brandon Ayuk, and Trent Williams to injuries. Sims thinks that instability pushed Purdy to try to do too much on his own, leading to some uncharacteristic mistakes. It's a tricky balance for any quarterback, finding the sweet spot between sticking to the game plan and making those off-script plays when necessary. What makes this turnaround in Sims' opinion so important is the credibility he carries as a critic. He has been one of Purdy's toughest evaluators. So for him to flip his stance and now praise Purdy's mental processing and field awareness is huge. Sims even suggested that Purdy might rank among the top 10 quarterbacks in the league when it comes to processing information and understanding the nuances of the game. That kind of recognition, especially coming from someone who once downplayed Purdy's abilities so much, signals a significant shift in how the quarterback is viewed. Purdy's ability to anticipate plays and deliver precise passes before defenders can react was also highlighted. Sims talked about how Purdy can read the field and throw the ball into windows that other quarterbacks might not see, an elite trait. This level of football IQ combined with the unlimited playbook Kyle Shanahan trusts Purdy to handle makes him a uniquely valuable player. Yet Sims is clear that Purdy still has room to grow and hasn't reached his ceiling yet, which should excite 49ers fans as they look toward the future. Adding to this optimistic outlook is how the team has managed its financial situation, particularly with Purdy's contract. The organization has handled things in a way that feels less emotional and more businesslike, avoiding knee-jerk reactions or panic moves. That kind of steady, calculated approach seems to be paying off, especially when it comes to keeping Purdy in San Francisco on a deal that's team-friendly, yet respects what he's accomplished. This financial prudence reflects a maturing front office, one that seems committed to building a sustainable and competitive team around its core players. On the defensive side, the return of Robert Saleh as coordinator has been another key development. After a tumultuous few years with multiple coaching changes, Saleh's comeback provides stability and leadership for the 49ers defense. Although the current defensive talent pool isn't quite what it was during Saleh's first stint, From 2017 to 2020, his impact is already noticeable. Saleh's presence brings a sense of confidence and direction that the defense desperately needed, and his influence in personnel decisions shows how much trust the organization places in him. The hope is that with Saleh at the helm, the defense can rise back to elite status. There's also an interesting discussion about Saleh's future coaching ambitions. Some speculate whether he might be the next Kyle Shanahan or serve as a trusted lieutenant, similar to how Steve Spagnuolo works with Andy Reid. Saleh is reportedly in a strong position with the 49ers, earning a salary that rivals some head coaches, which gives him some leverage in deciding whether to pursue a head coaching job elsewhere. Given the stability, resources, and young talent developing on the 49ers defense, it might actually be more advantageous for Saleh to stay put and continue building something great rather than jumping into a new and potentially risky head coaching opportunity. The bigger picture here is that the 49ers seem to be in a promising place both on and off the field. The front office's smart decisions, the coaching staff's stability, and the growth of key players like Brock Purdy suggest this team could be poised for a return to dominance. Sims' newfound belief in Purdy's abilities and potential ceiling only adds fuel to that optimism. If Purdy can combine the best aspects of his 2023 and 2024 performances, balancing efficient, machine-like decision-making with those exciting off-script moments, the 49ers offense could be truly formidable. This story is unfolding in real time, and it's hard to overstate how big this shift in perception is for Brock Purdy and the team. From doubters to believers, the transformation in public opinion mirrors what the team itself is aiming to achieve: consistency, growth, and ultimately winning at the highest level. As fans and observers, watching this journey unfold is nothing short of thrilling. And it's clear that the 49ers are building something special, with Purdy right at the heart of it all. Building on the growing optimism around Brock Purdy, it's important to understand the context in which this transformation is happening. The 49ers have faced a challenging landscape over the past few seasons, with injuries and roster turnover testing the resilience of the team and its coaching staff. Despite these hurdles, the organization has remained committed to a long-term vision focusing on player development and strategic acquisitions. This patient approach is now beginning to show dividends, particularly in how Purdy is evolving as a quarterback and leader on the field. One of the key elements contributing to Purdy's growth is the relationship he has with Kyle Shanahan, the 49ers head coach and offensive mastermind. Shanahan's offensive scheme is notoriously complex, demanding a high football IQ and quick decision-making from his quarterback. Purdy has consistently demonstrated an ability to not only understand but thrive within this system, handling a vast and nuanced playbook that challenges even the most experienced players. Shanahan's trust in Purdy speaks volumes as he continues to design plays that leverage Purdy's strengths, his anticipation, accuracy, and mobility, while also pushing him to develop in areas that need improvement. The 2024 season highlighted some of these challenges. The injuries to vital offensive weapons meant Purdy had to shoulder more responsibility and make plays under pressure, often improvising when the initial play broke down. This forced adaptation led to a mixed bag of results, flashes of brilliance, mixed with mistakes born from having to do too much. Yet these moments are exactly what Sims and other analysts point to as signs of Purdy's untapped potential. The ability to create plays on the fly is an invaluable skill in the NFL, but it must be balanced with disciplined decision-making to avoid turnovers and maintain offensive rhythm. The hope is that with another year of experience, Purdy will find that balance more consistently. Mental processing and field awareness are where Purdy's game truly shines. His ability to read defenses, anticipate routes, and deliver the ball before defenders can react puts him in elite company. This mental edge often compensates for what some perceive as a lack of physical attributes compared to other quarterbacks. Purdy's quick thinking and calmness under pressure allow him to manage games effectively, often making the right decisions even in high-stakes situations. This cerebral approach to the game is a cornerstone of his identity as a quarterback, and is why many see him having a high ceiling despite the earlier doubts. But before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to 49ers Zone and hit the like button on this video. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the San Francisco 49ers. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. Whispers are swirling in the NFL world about a potential blockbuster move involving TREY HENDRICKSON and the San Francisco 49ers. Rumors have started to intensify that the talented defensive end, known for his relentless pass rushing skills, might be gearing up to join the 49ers roster in the near future. While no official confirmation has been made, insiders suggest talks could be progressing behind closed doors, fueling speculation among fans and analysts alike. Hendrickson has made a name for himself as one of the league's premier edge rushers, and his possible arrival in San Francisco would signal a major boost to the 49ers' defensive front. His ability to consistently pressure quarterbacks could complement the team's aggressive defensive scheme and elevate their pass rush to new heights. The 49ers, historically known for their strong defense, seem to be eyeing strategic reinforcements to push deeper into playoff contention, and Hendrickson fits that mold perfectly. Sources close to the situation hint that the team is exploring creative contract options to secure the veteran services given the competitive market for elite defensive players this offseason. Hendrickson's blend of experience, production, and versatility makes him a coveted asset. If the deal goes through, it could reshape the 49ers' defensive identity and add a dynamic presence alongside their already formidable lineup. Though the exact terms remain murky, the buzz surrounding this potential signing has already ignited excitement within the Bay Area fan base. For a team that has been balancing between rebuilding and contending, landing a player of Hendrickson's caliber could be the missing piece to their championship puzzle. As the NFL offseason heats up, eyes will be keenly watching San Francisco, wondering if this rumored acquisition will turn into reality. While nothing is set in stone, the possibility of TREY HENDRICKSON donning the 49ers jersey remains one of the most talked about stories in the league right now. Fans and analysts are eager to see if the organization can pull off this move, which might just be the spark that propels them back into Super Bowl conversations. The coming weeks could reveal whether this sizzling rumor is merely noise or the beginning of a transformative chapter for the 49ers defense. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the San Francisco 49ers, make sure to subscribe to 49ers Zone and give this video a like. We always look forward to hearing your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.